Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. I appreciate you guys for being here for our nightcap on Sunday. Man, it has been one hell of a June. The back end of June has really been amazing in terms of what's going on recruiting wise. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're watching from inside the comment box as we talk and celebrate Alabama football recruiting. Let everybody get checked in. Make sure you represent your city inside the comment box. We've been live a couple different times today. We were live originally at 1:45 for the commitment celebration, and it was a celebration as Alabama landed its third 5-star. And I always start out with one of the top tandems in college football right here, Courtney Morgan and Coach Kalen DeBoer, as these guys have been putting in absolute work. So I appreciate you guys coming to us tonight on Sunday. Let everybody get checked in. Hey, Philip says he's coming to us from, sadly, Arkansas. No, we have a sponsor from Arkansas. We're going to talk about him in just a minute. Don't be sad. I mean, if you're a Razorbacks fan, man, could you imagine right now? Seriously, I'm going to wait till everybody gets checked in. But can you imagine being another SEC fan and just continuing to see? Because people thought that Alabama was done, right? People thought that it was over. People thought that Kalen DeBoer wasn't going to recruit. Same thing. People don't think Coach Kalen DeBoer could win. All this stuff. Can you imagine? Think about it. You see the same stuff as well out there on the internet. There's nobody else talks about any other programs. Alabama is the headline for ESPN, for On3, for Rivals, for 24/7. Nobody talks about Arkansas. Nobody talks about Florida. Nobody talks about teams from the ACC. Alabama is still driving the bus forever. So that's it. And these two are cooking. All right. You got two chefs up in here. And, you know, cheese, eggs, Welch's grape, right? Conversate for a few because we can do what we came to do. Talk about 5 stars. Ain't that right, boo? You guys say true. All right. So earlier today, all right, you had Xavier Griffin, who committed. All right. This is a hell of a pickup. You know, and as we'll do the scouting report with Xavier Griffin, I mean, the one thing that right here, I mean, I'm sure he's more than 205 pounds, but he was originally committed to USC. And that's when USC had everybody, and they still have, I think, the #1 class. But when he decommitted, he was quickly predicted to commit to Alabama. And when you turn on the tape, and I'll play his highlights in just a second, I think I have him coming up here, you'll see that he just has extreme athleticism. And I like him as an edge. I like him as an inside linebacker. And the thing is, he's far from like being ready to play instantly, which is not a bad thing, okay? This guy is going to get to 225 pounds, 230 pounds, but the athleticism and the speed and his instinctual ability for play is very, very high. That's what makes him a 5-star. And look, Coach Kalen DeBoer went into the state of Georgia and pulled out his second 5-star from the state of Georgia, right? Jordan Edmonds and Xavier Griffin, which is absolutely commendable. So we're going to talk about him, of course. Earlier this week, you got Zay Hall, and this is crazy. So Zay Hall, 6'3", 230 pounds, ran a 4.5 at camp, right? Alabama's camp. He was offered by the Crimson Tide, and then he committed. He's out of Hillcrest right here in beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Twan wants to know who's next. Well, you got Owen Cabell, who's committing tomorrow. He's a 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver who runs a 4.4, who was also offered at camp. He's committing tomorrow. I don't know what time Cabell's committing. I'm sure it's probably around the time that I'll go live, right? I got the big water on tonight. That's a big, healthy glass of water. And how about this? This is just in. Just as I was about to go live, I saw that Fong Bomb has been dropped. And this is for Taden Kawa to commit to Alabama. So I quickly was like looking, because we've talked about him before, right? Places. This is what's confusing to everybody. See how it says Honolulu, but he plays his high school football in Utah, but I think he's from Hawaii, all right? But when you look to the 24/7 rankings, he's 6 foot. They have him listed, I'm not kidding you, as 6'5", 235 pounds. He's an absolute giant. I think he might be a 3-star. I don't know. at least on three. Who the hell cares? 6 foot. Like, I'm telling you, the coaches want big monsters at every position, right? Pretty soon, every single position, you got to be 6'4", 6'5". I love it. So Tatum Cabo has been predicted. Has anybody seen a commitment date for him? I haven't. I mean, this is just fresh out the kitchen. So you got another big quarterback predicted to commit to Alabama. We knew that Alabama was going to take 2 quarterbacks. Got Jet Thamala, right, who flipped from Iowa State, and now Tatum Cabo at some point in time has been predicted to commit to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So much recruiting news, and we continue as well with another prediction. And Noah Wilson is set to commit on the 4th of July. So we'll be barbecuing, we'll be chilling, we'll be in our United States apparel. I'll have the USA headband on, and we'll take time from the barbecue to celebrate another commitment. Yo, where do you honestly think? Where do you think the Alabama's class ends up? Seriously, do you guys think number 1? When all said and is this enough momentum to go number 1? Shit, they might go number 1 by like July 15th. Maybe sooner than that. All right. We didn't get to do a proper commitment roll call. So we're going to see who's up in the house tonight. Let's see who's here. Cam TV, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Kaylin the boss. I know who you are still. I have no idea what happened with the YouTube names. Young C Productions. Did everybody's YouTube name change? Like when you go to other shows, did they change as well? Or is it just this site? Squirrel Monkey, what's up, dog? Twan coming to us from Naples. Jason, Kimberly, Bama Fan, Miss Careless, Philip, Chad Kennedy, James Sterner, Adrian, Bama Swag, what's up? Good to see you. James Parker, Rex Green, Sam Mullins, Robert Hell, Dr. Widowmaker, Josh Johnson. Who else we got? Chris G up in the house. Dat Boy. All right, appreciate you guys kicking it with me. Yo, there's Dan Caraway, my boy. What's up, Dan Caraway? Good to see you, man. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the names. Why the names got changed. It didn't everywhere for me. That's weird. So you're telling me that when you go somewhere else, your name is still the same? That's weird. All right, you know what else is weird? Look at this graphic. This is not weird. This is pretty impressive. All right, so this is On 3, and you can sort them by 5-star. So I went over to On 3, the team rankings. Alabama is currently 7th. See, number 7, but I organized it by the number of 5 stars. Do you see where Alabama is in terms of 5 stars? 3. They have 3 5-stars. Ohio State has 2, LSU. And what are we thinking, fam? We're thinking, what, 6? Are we thinking 6 5-stars or 7? Man, that's crazy. USC has 1. And this is the number 1 team, but it's because they have 30 commitments. And this is another thing that I want to point out over here on the far right is look at the amount of 3 stars. USC has 10. Everybody's going to have 3 stars a part of their class. These guys will also be reevaluated. So some of those 3 stars will move to 4 stars and some of the rankings will get pushed up. But look at the 5 stars. That is crazy that it changed just for my show. Well, that's weird. I have no idea why. It's cool. I know who you guys are, though. Dude, the weirdest shit happens to me on YouTube. Like, that shit. I think, and I don't know why, and I don't try to fight it at all because, the internet is just the internet. Now, that's it. All right, so commitment dates. Let's go over a couple of these. We need to put a check mark on Xavier Griffin because he's in as well. But you got Xavier Crowell, 5-star. Max Sutter, right? Zay Hall, Xavier Griffin, right? Who's in today, tomorrow. look at this lineup. What's coming, right? So you got Owen Cabell committing tomorrow. Dude, Lily fam, dude. Dude, the shit that I had to go through all the time, dude, it's a constant battle. But that's you know what? Like, you just have to battle. You have to keep battling all the time, every single day. No matter if you're tired, nobody cares. Nobody cares where you're at on any sort of spectrum. Nobody gives a shit. You just have to fucking put your head down and work for every fucking thing that you have. Period. All right? I know I just dropped some F-bombs. I might upset some people, but that's the truth, because there's no such thing as entitlement. Period. You have to work and scratch and claw for every single thing that you want in this life, because life will just continue to operate. Period. And nobody cares, man. So, like, you have to put your head down. If you're out there and you start playing the poor me's and you start saying, oh my God, why isn't something happening? It's because you're not fucking working. So do your job all the time. Keep going. Sometimes you have luck. Sometimes things work out. Sometimes you come from money. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes things just work out. But most of the time, like everybody has said before you, the better you are and the harder you work, the luckier you get, right? Is that true? How many, like, if there's anybody that's a business owner out there, you just don't stumble on like success. It takes a lot of time. It's brick by brick. And you can't be looking at other lanes and seeing what other people are doing, all this stuff, because every single time in life, everybody is going to have, like, you ever heard every dog has his day? Every dog has their year. Some years are great. Some years are not great. You battle through, and that is called, guess what? Life. And you enjoy it, and you be thankful for the things that you have in front of you, and you be grateful for the national championships. You take the losses, you move past them, and you keep going. Period. All right? So yeah, that's how you roll. You can't be soft. You gotta keep going. And that's why kind of when I look up at Coach Kalen DeBoer, imagine the stones that dude had to take on to be able to go through what he went through in year one. And we didn't see him, like, the one thing we can say about him, and he has to win, is there's a lot of people that couldn't take over what he did and still maintain this level of recruiting. Now, it's got to translate into wins on the field, 100%. But in terms of recruiting, you're not going anywhere without the foundational pieces that you're building up right here, right? So we continue with the guys that are coming your way: Owen Cabell, Brian Williams, Darian Morgan, Nolan Wilson, Jaira Edwards, and Matt Ponatowski. We'll take him off and we'll put Taden Caldwell on there. But those are all those guys are going to commit to Alabama. There's no, like, shocking news. Like, all those guys are going to be committed. So, and that's a testament to the, where these guys believe at with Coach Kalen DeBoer, period. Right? Here's what it looks like, the commitments by July 5th. I mean, look at all these stars. This is crazy. So you got Xavier Crowell, 5-star. You got Max Sutter, 4-star. Look, Max Sutter, this guy is a baller. Xavier Griffin, baller. Owen Cabell, baller. Brian Williams, 6'4", out of Florida, monster. Nolan Wilson, monster. Cedarian Morgan, God, he's so good. He's so good, man. What a player. 6'4", 220 pounds? God bless. And then you got Edwards over here. What does this say? Man, yo, it's crazy. This class is about to go crazy. All right, so this is what we're starting I guess our week starts here. So this is what we're doing. I got 2 hats on here. All right, so if you win this next raffle, you can pick the hat that you want from these 2 options. You just you tell me, if you win the raffle, I want the white hat or I want the crimson hat. All right. So $5 to get into the raffle, up to 3 opportunities. This is how we'll start today. All right. So you can Cash App Bama YouTube or Bama_YouTube. Super chats will get you in as well. And we'll spin the pinwheel, early this week. All right. So if you want to, I only, like I said, I only throw gear on here that I would wear. So, like, you won't see me rocking. If I put it on here, this is the gear that I'm wearing. These 2 hats are from Team Fanatics, so if you want to go out and just buy the hats or any of the jerseys that we showcase for the players, that stuff is officially licensed through Athletes Thread. So if you're like, I can't take it, I need a Keelan Russell jersey, type in Athletes Thread, type in the athlete's name, and then that's how you can buy the jerseys. But we do a lot of raffles and giveaways here, and a portion of that does go back to one of the organizations. So that we support. So I've been rocking with the Tuscaloosa Soup Kitchen, and I'm still working on this project that I got to get going with the Tuscaloosa Juvenile Detention Center. So I went and took a visit there a couple weeks ago. Still in my mind, I'm just kind of putting things in order. All right. So if you want to get in the raffle, then jump on in. All right. Chad Kennedy, always in the raffle. So got you, Chad. Appreciate it, brother. Put you in for tonight. And anybody else, just hit me up. And if you have and when you win, make sure that you email me inside the comment box. All right. So that's what we're rocking with today. We got the hats, and let's see what else we got. Oh, look, these are our past winners. So if you win, you can send me a picture of you in your gear too. This is Jarvis. Look at the shades. Damn, these are tight. I rock these too. And Patriot Life won. Patriot Life's a veteran, and he won this camel hat. This is from Athletes Thread, and this one up here is from Fanatics. All right, so all right. Next, this is what's up, Alex? Alex, I got your super or your Cash App, brother. Coming up next, this next segment is powered by our boys at Sonic, West Memphis, Arkansas. Hey, our Arkansas fan, can you drive down to West Memphis to support these guys and buy a limeade, a cherry limeade? In Marion, Arkansas, where I-55 and I-40 meet. All right. America's favorite drive-in. All right. So this looks like the 5 stars by the 4th of July, which is absolutely wild, right? So, and I got you, Chris, on Jordan Edmonds. I got him right here, right? So you got Jordan Edmonds, who's committed. The check marks mean they're committed. The targets obviously mean they're targets. Jaira Edwards right here. He is a target. He's committing on, what, the 5th of July? And then Sadarius Morgan is committing, what, the 2nd of July? So you're going to have all these 5 stars by it's time to celebrate. We're after the 4th of July. Is there anyone on here that you don't think is going to commit? I think the one that we were kind of wondering about, or I was wondering about, was like Xavier Griffin. But man, he was a Bama lock all the way through. I think Jaira Edwards is an absolute lock, and I think Sadarius Morgan is an absolute lock. So there you go, 5 stars. Just absolutely wild. The commitment today was Xavier Griffin announcing to Alabama. Now, I want to say something. So, look, the last 2 prospects, right? I'm talking about the last 2 5 stars. Are you guys there? I don't see anybody chatting. Is everybody okay? Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Where did my people go? I don't see any of the comments. Yeah, I don't know why the comments aren't showing. Weird. Can someone do a test? All right. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about, I don't know where you guys went. I don't know if you guys went somewhere else. But Xavier Griffin, and I think Alabama overall, the last 2 prospects that they've beat out, or like they got Xavier Griffin, they got Xavier Crowell. Texas tried to get these guys from Alabama. You see what I'm saying? This is like Alabama just bested Texas for the last 2 prospects. They outmuscled Texas. They beat Texas in recruiting. They beat Texas financially. Texas. So when people are like, oh, the Texas schools have more money or whatever, isn't that amazing to you? That Xavier Griffin and Xavier Crowell both committed to Bama over Texas. Yo, I don't see anybody in the comment box. Maybe something's going on this side. Let's see. You guys might hear an echo real quick. Hold on. Weird. I don't know. Maybe something's been up with the stream lately. No idea. Because I'm talking and stuff, but I don't see anybody chatting. Maybe the comment box? Weird. All right. I'll just finish out my points. I usually, I like to rock with you guys, but I don't know what's going on with the comment box. Clearly something, right? Because if the comments aren't working and everybody's name changed, then something happened. All right. Let me play Xavier Griffin's highlight tape for those of you that didn't see it. I love this, to be honest. His highlight tape was absolutely phenomenal. And you see what I'm saying? This is last year. So the guy's a very instinctual player. The guy flies the ball. What you see for him is he comes off the edge as well, right? So he's got a lot of athleticism. You can get to the quarterback from either the inside or the outside. And keep in mind, imagine when this guy is like 220 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. He's absolutely ferocious. He can get to everybody. Here he is on the edge. Gets to the quarterback. Off the edge again. Causes the fumble. This is my favorite play. Check this out. Look where he is at the top of your screen. He is not going to let this guy score. This is incredible. This is why you get an offer to Alabama, right? Look at this. The guy thinks he's in. He comes out of nowhere and he stops him from scoring. Absolutely phenomenal. Here he is off the edge on this other side. Comes in. So that's what you're getting in a player like Xavier Griffin. I mean, this guy is an absolute 5-star. Every shape, form. I mean, look at the highlight tapes that we've been talking about as of late, whether it was Max Sutter, whether it was Crowell, whether it was Griffin right here. These are the type of guys are the foundational pieces under Coach Kalen DeBoer. This guy's an absolute menace. They're going to name him like the Terminator 2. Crazy, man. Huge addition for Alabama today. All right, let's kind of look at the scouting report real quick. I think when you look to Xavier Griffin, right, you're getting elite burst off the snap, which we saw, right? Sideline speed is absolutely elite, right? Very instinctual player. Off the ball, off the edge, the guy he can play. I think he'll play inside linebacker, but I guess he could play edge too. Still developing physically, right? When you kind of looked at his size, right, you see that they can add size to him. And he's got tons of athleticism. I mean, tons of athleticism. And what it means for Alabama, and just like I was saying earlier, is it's another win versus Texas. It really is. And I'm not trying to like gas up or, say stuff about Texas in like a negative way. I'm just saying Alabama is able to recruit at that high of a level. Like they're going against Texas. They're going against Ohio State. And they're using the tradition. They're using the coaches. But they're also able financially to be able to get these guys. Yeah, and as Austin Hill said in the comment box, I see the comments are back. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the comments. But I think that, I think that, in terms of the number one class, yeah, I think they'll absolutely be the number one class. He's the third 5-star to commit. Another win for Georgia, right? And the summer rain continues, period. And it is really just starting. I don't know if Thamala will get a 5-star. Usually they're a little bit finicky about giving like quarterbacks 5 stars bumps, but I think all the other guys who are like 3 stars or whatever, I think those guys will be bumped into 4 stars. Xavier Crowell, he's a 5-star. Max Sutter, he's a 5-star or 4-star. He'll stay at 4-star. Owen Cabell probably be moved to a 4-star. Brian Williams stay at a 4-star. Nolan Wilson, I don't know. He might get a 5-star bump. Cedarian Morgan's already a 5-star. He's staying. And then Jaira Edwards, he's staying a 5-star as well. I don't know if Tank Jones commits to Alabama, then that's another one. I mean, who knows? This is our raffle, though, today as we started out the week. So if you want to get in $5, you can enter Bama_YouTube on Venmo or Cash App Bama YouTube. We got Chad in here. We got Alex in here. And if you win this particular raffle, you can let me know which hat that you want. So, that's how that'll work. What's up, Robert? I appreciate you coming to us from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. Yeah. But isn't it crazy that Jarvis, what's up, dog? Good to see you, man. Yeah, and look, in case you guys missed it today, and I'll come back to the raffle if you want to get in the raffle. But Taden Kawa has been predicted to Alabama. This is just in from Feinbaum, Steve Whitfong of On 3. And 24/7 has him at 6'5", like 230. Yeah, no, so this is a new one in. You had Griffin today. I just can we do homework? Can we figure out when Kawa will commit? I don't know when. Jarvis, I don't know if you saw this, man, but look, I have you posted on you made it, dude. You're famous, bro. You in Patriot Life, dude. 2 of the OGs of the undefeated. I even put looks like FIFA soccer background. These are the winners of the hats. So, Caraway, I need to put you up in here too. So yeah, I mean, look, things are absolutely cooking over here. I mean, let me ask you this before I dip out. All right, do you guys think? Do you guys think that Bama will end up with the #1 class? Like right now, it's easy to just say a top 5 class, right? Like top 5, you're just like, yeah. But like, let me ask you this straight up. Do you think that Alabama will end up with the #1 class? Yes or no inside the comment box. I do. I guess I'm saying yeah. Look, I mean, the thing about it is if I go back to this graphic, who's going to get more 5 stars than these guys? Think about it. We're at 3 5 stars right now, which is already the most in the country. But if they get 3 more, then that's 6, right? We're going to get 3 more, right? Jaira Edwards, Cedarian Morgan, right? Those guys are additional 5 stars. And then I guess depending on if Tank commits, that'll be your 6th. No, Jermaine, I have Cedarian Morgan, just his commitment date, but I believe he's a strong log. Like, it's no surprise that I think Alabama's favorite. See, Jarvis, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, so let's just say 5 for sure, right? Xavier Crowell, Xavier Griffin, we need to add the check mark. That's 2. Right? Jordan Edmonds, I don't have him on here. Oh, that's 3, right? Cedarian Morgan, that's 4. And then Jaira Edwards, 5. Throw on Tank, 6. So, I mean, you already have 3 right now. You're getting 3, I mean, potentially 3 more. I just don't know about Tank. Yeah, and I'm kind of with you, Eric, inside the comment box, is that Nolan Wilson would become a 5-star. Maybe that will be your 6th 5-star. Maybe you get him and Tank. That would be 7. Wouldn't that be crazy? Shoot. So there you have it, man. What a wild, wild time. So there we stand today. And we'll see what happens. Eric D has 7. What's up, From? Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for rocking with me tonight, fam. I appreciate it. I have no idea what happened with the stream today, why it cut out, and then tonight why the comments disappeared. And I have no idea why the comments look like they do now. I have no idea. Weird. But Alabama football's cooking. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. Talk Alabama football news as it happens. So much is going on. I mean, to high point it. Thanks, Jarvis. I appreciate you, brother. We'll put you inside the raffle too. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Double dip for the hat, man. Build up your hat game. Does anybody, do we have a time for Owen tomorrow? Shoot, man. There is so much news to keep up with, which is great. I'm not complaining, because there for a little while, it was kind of slow. Austin Hill, too. Austin Hill's up in here. All right. Austin Hill in for the hat. And today, in case you missed it, I was also streaming on NCAA football. And I played Florida State. It's not the new game. It's the old one. So I swapped out some of our starters, and I put in like Ty Simpson at quarterback. And I beat Florida State. But the problem was that stadium was so loud. I won, Jarvis, I don't know if you saw it. I won 7-0. And then I played my normal dynasty. And I somehow I played Jacksonville State in the Rose Bowl, and it was just a beatdown. All right, fam. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Remember, if you watch this, if you catch this on the rewatch, and you still want to get to the raffle, it's $5 up to 3 entries for either one of these hats. So whenever you win, let me know about the hat. Take care of you. Cool? All right, fam. Well, I appreciate you guys rocking with me tonight. 10 a.m. tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was a struggle win. I forget how I scored. Oh, it was a long drive. It was a long scoring drive. It was like 7 minutes. It lasted 2 quarters, and I punched in the end zone, and then I don't know. It was a weird game, but I won. All right, fam. I love you guys. Take it easy. Sleep well. Pray our usernames come back, and if they don't, we'll just keep on rocking with it. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this fine Sunday, June 29th. June has been so good for us. So prosperous. Yeah, drop that thumbs up, man. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Sleep well. Rest easy. 5 stars. Dream of 5 stars. Starry, starry night. Paint the recruiting rankings blue and red. You guys don't know that song. Starry, starry night. All right. I love